It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Tribe put together 10 total hits as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins, 3-2. It was their 5th straight victory. The Milwaukee Brewers combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side, 3-0. Justin Smoke had a big fly with 5 driven in, leading the Blue Jays to the W against Detroit, 8-2. The A's combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-6. The Yankees went deep 4 times as they blew out Baltimore 11-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim knocked out 10 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 9-5. The Rays got 11 hits overall as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-3. Carlos Correa was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, leading the Astros to a win over the Red Sox, 9-6. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Washington Nationals combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-0. The Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs, 8-3. The Cardinals launched 3 home runs as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-4. The Arizona Diamondbacks broke up their 5-game losing skid as they manhandled the Marlins 15-8. The Los Angeles Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 10-2. The Reds swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-6. Jeff Samardzija got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as San Francisco took care of Philadelphia 6-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota come in as losers in their last 9 games. They'll try to prevent that streak from reaching double digits next. Irvin Santana gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Stepping up to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Hard liner to center field. Granite is right there, one down. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. Lifetime numbers against Irvin Santana. He's collected 11 hits in 24 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Santana has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Two and one to Jose Ramirez.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. This is skied into short left center. Rosario is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
0-1.
And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. It's the Tribe nothing. Twins coming to bat. This is Major League Baseball on the show. Danny Salazar, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last three starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
At the plate, Zach Granite. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Right side. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases, just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0 home. Fouled away. Salazar, 28 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Perez takes it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We are still scoreless. Here's Michael Brantley, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. On the move is Rosario. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint. Light tower power. but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Striding in for the Indians, Eric Thames. Lifetime numbers against Irvin Santana. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Thames stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Thames behind 1-2.
Count is 1 and 2.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And now he'll again ask for time. One thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Sano has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Norman Payne.
In now for Cleveland, Norman Payne. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. Sano waits on it, and that ends the inning. So very nice work there by Santana. Still 0-0. Here's Miguel Sano. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Lindor is up with it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And there are 2 away now.
Designated hitter, Logan Morrison.
Up next for Minnesota, Logan Morrison. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Thames is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the third inning to get underway from Target Field. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. Dozier has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8, second baseman, Richie Perez.
Now at the plate, Richie Perez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
In now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll be back in standing up. Now the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now a throw over. Runner back standing. Perez stands at first with 1 out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and it's fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Fielded cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for the Tribe. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Eduardo Escobar standing in. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Escobar, a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time, and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season? Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Mejia gathers. Throw down to first, one away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Standing in now, Kenny's Vargas, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
In now, Mitch Garver. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Jose Ramirez flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive to center field. Granite is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's another 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dozier is there. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's belted high and deep into right center. In trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box, Eric Thames, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in for a strike. It's 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Zach Granite the next to bat. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Counts even at 1-1 for Granite. Now the 1-1 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry, and he's set down, one away.
Now batting.
Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ehire Adrianza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
1-1 the count now. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Striding in once again, Brian Dozier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Naquin going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Twins are set down 1-2-3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Norman Payne. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Norman Payne.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. Adrianza has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder.
Now to the plate, Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Richie Perez, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So stepping in, Richie Perez. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Naquin, base runner at first with one out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Runner goes. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, you know it's not a hit and run right there with a 3-2 full count. Just putting a runner in motion, but it worked out just the same. Nice base hit right there, and we got first and third.
Stepping in now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. No runs, 3 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Santana will go over to first here, and the runner back in standing. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an inning-ending double play.
Another full count offering on its way. Popped him up. Sano trying to get there. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Liner toward right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
In now, Jose Ramirez. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 2 and the Twins nothing. Here's Miguelson. It's off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here comes the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The windup and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And that misses 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Digging in, Eddie Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. The 2-2 hit out towards second. Perez is there on to first, and there were 2 down. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Striding forward now is the DH. Logan Morrison comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Morrison is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
And quickly, Salazar's in front. 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Down go the Twins in order. They trail things here 2-0. Ready once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland.
Edwin Encarnacion.
First offering on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. So 1-1. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year, and the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Into the box now, Eric Thames. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Standing in now, Norman Hayne, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. No hits to this point. On the ground to third. Sano loves it. And that's the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Striding in once again, Tyler Naquin. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Indians 4 and the Twins nothing. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Ready for another chance? Kenny Vargas. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nick Wooden's under it. Makes the play, one away.
Up next for Minnesota, catcher, Garver.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Escobar, the runner at second with 1 away. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Zach Granite. And their runners at the corners now. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 0-2 home. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Into the box, Ehire Adrianza, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
2-2 the count. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Count remains 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Dozier. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Way in front of a great slider that time. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Mejia has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 65, Trevor May.
Ready for another shot now, Richie Perez. He singled his last time up.
Richie Perez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. May, 28 years old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-2. Chance here for Dozier at second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Mejia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
I always say hitting is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop,
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Francisco Lindor. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Digging in once again, Miguel Sano.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
In now, Eddie Rosario, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hit in the air out to left field. Brantley is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. And the throw in gets away from him. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in T7. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Has a look. Now the pitch. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Sano stands at third with one gone in the inning. Drilled down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians, number 61, Dan Otero.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Escobar. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
The next twin up, Kenny Vargas. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. lifted down the line in left. Ramirez into foul territory, and that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 fouled away. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Here now the 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Mitch Garver, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Another full count offering on its way. Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead all along.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Zach Granite the next to bat, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Just got a piece up the line. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. That was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout? Are the guys laughing at you for hitting one that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take off your BGs. You tell the first base coach that's a line drive in the box.
Trevor Rosenthal trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that misses, ball 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Up top, it's 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So 3 runs on 5 base hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Indians on top, 4-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 55, Taylor Rogers.
Jose Ramirez will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Liner toward right center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion, and he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup in for a strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Both teams with 6 hits so far. It's 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Oh, and a big swing by Encarnacion as this is sent out to deep left field. Gone all the way into the upper deck. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion, number 23 for him thus far, and it's now 5-3.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
Michael Brantley will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First offering on its way. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Into the box now, Eric Thames.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
That's wide, 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
3-0 now. Norman Payne would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 5-3 Indians. Here's Brian Dozier now. He went down on strikes last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Man, when you're winning on the road, the last thing you want to do is give the home crowd a reason to get back into it. Well, when you hit the leadoff man, that's exactly what you do.
Here's Miguel Sano as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. One and 2 now.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, D'Lo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Byron Buxton will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 25, Byron Buxton.
Digging in and looking for more, Logan Morrison, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he misses. 2-1. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar. Kenny's Vargas would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2 pitch. A little roller toward the hole. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Indians 5 and the Twins 4. Byron Buxton will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 25.
Fernando Rodney enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Norman Payne will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Buxton is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home is taken. Strike 1. Rodney, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Richie Perez. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here now the 2-2. Now a fastball here is hit softly to the left side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Cody Allen comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Up next for Minnesota, Kenny Vargas. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Lifted the other way to left center. Brantley is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's really had it going into the month of June, currently leading the AL in that department. Ready now, Mitch Garver. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And he misses again, ball 3.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that whole at-bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is the guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now then, the shortstop, Aire Adrianza.
Stepping in, Aire Adrianza, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. The second for one. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row. And this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Tribe used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Danny Salazar earns his 8th victory of the season. Cody Allen closes the door for the save, his 21st of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Twins, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Danny Salazar. His record is now 8-2. Credit the save to Cody Allen, his 21st. The loss goes to Irvin Santana. His record is now 4-6. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.